Hi guys, welcome back to Estella Travels. I just got back from my cruise and I wanted to do a video of everything that I used on a cruise. Now obviously the clothes, I used a lot of my clothes, most all of them. And these are other things that I brought along that I wanted to make sure that you guys had in case you're going on a cruise. So I am a paper person, so I absolutely did bring a folder with all my documents in there, and it did come in handy. I like a paper copy as well, and sometimes it's just easier. My phone actually died at the airport because the charging seats, there were none available and none that worked unless like you were going to put your phone in between someone else, and I don't know. Anyway, we had to find another port, and so having paper copies always comes in handy. You don't know if your phone is going to die or something. The next thing I brought was a word search, but whatever you like to do to stay off your phone so that your phone doesn't die, because you are filming a lot, taking photos with Mickey or Minnie or whatever, the sites if you're in port. And so having like a word search, a book, whatever you like to do that is non-electronic, don't forget that. So I brought word search. The next thing I did bring was a snack box. This is what we have left of the snack box. Most of the stuff we ate was in the airport, either coming and going. And I did bring like extra, but the majority of this is gone. So I have brought like 5 packs of gum. We still have 2 packs left, but we will use these at home. I'm gonna put one in each of our cars. So I think you need like 3 packs of gum, I guess. We ate it on the airplane on takeoff and landing, and also just like throughout the cruise. I got these lemon cream cookies. This was all filled with it. We only have 2 left. The Jell-O shots wasn't that much of a hit, so these just go in the fridge. My husband loved Tootsie Rolls and he has a few left. Everything else is completely gone. So a snack box, even for adults, is a good idea. It does help you cut down on airport food. So we got that. The next thing we used was, if you're a woman, this says meds, but this is not meds. It was the perfect size for all my feminine products. I thought I was going to be on the whole trip, so that's why I had extra. And I was on the whole trip, but it was lighter, so I was able to just use the cup and light pad. So I did use these, but I'm coming home with some more left. Okay, the next thing that you are going to use is a brush and a comb. There is no getting around that. And the one thing I hate is a dirty brush. So I have got this one Pacific for the cruise, so it just has the princesses on it. And then my regular comb, which I will continue to use at home. So the next thing that I brought was jewelry. I used all of my jewelry that I brought. I love changing out my earrings and dresses and all of that. And so this is my Mickey jewelry case, and I did use everything in here. So I didn't pack too much. I felt like I packed just enough jewelry to be able to choose. Okay, the next thing that I got was this First Made hat. I did wear mine. It was after our beach day. I just wanted to get out of, I wear wigs, or I wore wigs on this trip. I don't always wear wigs. Sometimes I wear my natural hair, but this day I was over the wigs. It was hot, and so I wore my natural hair and this hat. So a hat, or even if you just want to cover the sun, any kind of hat. But I got this First Made hat, which I did use. The next thing is toiletries. We ended up breaking ours in 2 because on the last day you gotta like pick just like your essentials, because everything else is gonna go to the staff so that they can take it down. So this is what we packed in our luggage that they took away, and then this is what we kept for the morning of that we could just throw in our bag. We did use all of our toiletries. So that's that. Toothpicks. This is a must. you eat a lot of barbecue, chicken, steak, and three out of 4 of us at our group use toothpicks. So that was a good idea to bring. Of course, a water bottle, at least 1 water bottle. Me and my husband basically used 1 the whole time. I did fill his one time with pop because he likes like Coke or Pepsi, and I filled his once, but really we used mine the whole time, and I basically wanted water. I did have lemonade in here once because my husband put lemonade, but I don't like putting pop in my water bottles. But this was a vacation one, and it was one that I didn't mind if it got lost or beat up or whatever, even though it is a Mickey one. But at least 1 water bottle for 2 people. If you have more than 2 people, you might need more, but next time we go, we're just gonna bring 1. Okay, the next thing that I got this for snacks. If I wanted to bring something back, I didn't find I needed it for that, but it was nice because I used this for all of the little chocolates that we got from the turn down service. So I put them all in here, and it was Gate Travel, but you could have used a snack bag or something else. I just had this, and so I did put that in here. Okay, the next thing that I brought was shoes. I brought more shoes than I needed. I did use them all. I used this on the travel day outfit. And then I used these shoes with an outfit with one of my black dresses. So I did use these sandals, and these are so comfortable. So I'm going to be wearing those this summer. I used these just going around the ship when I wanted to run up and get like popper water, or if I was going to the pool. We didn't end up going to the hot tub. The few times we tried to get in the hot tub, it was full. So anyway, I did use those running around the ship. And then a couple more that we used. So 1, 2, 3. I did bring 5 different pairs of shoes, 3 sandals, 1 gym shoe, and another kind of like house. I use my Crocs as like house shoes. And 5 out of the 6 pair, because I did bring 6, I used 5, so not bad. And I do feel like I could have cut down a little, but it is what it is. My Mickey buddy, I did use him. He was on my bag. Love him. Hand sanitizer, I did use this, and we used my sister. She had one. I used hers a lot, but I did use this, so I'm glad I got that. And I will be using it in the park. A rechargeable battery charger. This came in handy, especially at the airport, because we couldn't find plugs that worked. This is the swimsuit I used when we went down to the beach. I brought 3 swimsuits. You only need 1. For a 4-day, I think 1 is fine, especially if you are not a pool person and more of a hot tub person. I think 1 is fine. So I got 1 of those, which needs to be washed. I brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ears, and all my ears I used. I planned them with my outfit. I used all of them. So if you have outfits and you're going to actually wear the ears, then bring as many as you want. Now, these were harder for me to pack. It took up a lot of room because I didn't want any of the bows to get messed up. So keep that in mind if you are taking a lot of ears, if you can cut it down. But all my outfits, I wanted particular ears, and I did wear all of them. Okay. The next thing is all your electronics. This was our electronic bag, and we just knew that all of our electronics were going to go in here, and so that's where we put everything. Beach hat to keep the sun out. We use this. My brother-in-law actually tried to use that as well. Luggage tags. This came in a big pack. We did use this. We used 4 of them, and so yeah, I love that. Of course, room magnets. I made mine. I love that I made them. None of them got stolen. Unlike when I did a Disney cruise, I put like only a few out and they got stolen. So I love that I made all these and they stayed on my door. So that is what I will keep doing. The star of the show is this bag. This bag holds a water bottle in here, like this. And it has enough room for your essentials. I had my room card here, some cash, whatever you need, it can fit in here. I had ibuprofen in there, a couple pads in there, whatever I needed, it all fits. So it's like a purse and a water bottle all together. There's a little pocket back here. And I wore this the whole trip. And if I would have knew that I would have loved this so much, I would not even have gotten the, I wouldn't brought all my purses, because this ended up being my purse for basically the whole cruise, which is good for me because I'm going to use this when I go on walks and stuff. I really do like this one a lot. I'm going to link this below because this was a life changer. So I got this. Other things I used was my fish extender, which I love pixie dusting, but that was my fish extender. And then our magnet boards, which we used this, but it didn't really work. The magnets on the back, we had to use those other magnets that we brought to help keep it up. So I don't know, we need to do something about these magnets. And I even added this magnet in the middle, and it still wasn't strong enough on the door. So we did use them, but we had to do some moving around. And that is everything that I use on my Disney cruise, in case you don't want to forget nothing and you want to see what people actually used. I am going to do a video with everything I didn't use probably tomorrow. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.